when a woman's feeling that she needs to go and get a man, or what do you advise them?
To be unapologetically selfish and focus on themselves. I think that's it. Again, that's a lot of women will come out on long relationships, and it's that external, what's going to fix them is to get another
Yeah.
partner. When actually I run this big sisterhood group, and we do loads of crazy adventure stuff, and that's been going on 18 years. And that's exactly that. It's actually having fun as women and doing crazy adventures and traveling. And there's loads of women that join that and go, actually, it gave them the confidence. And suddenly a man comes out of nowhere when they least expect it. But they're able to go, you've got to fit into our lives because this is what we enjoy doing. Because I think, too many times women, start going out with someone and suddenly it becomes all about his life.
Yeah.
And you don't have your own life. And
I think I've definitely done that, where I slip into someone else's life, and you don't even realize, right? Because I think you're just trying to be in a partnership, and then you slip into someone else's life, and then you think, I'm not even in my own life
and what's
anymore.
my life? And
Yeah.
who are my friends? And when was the last time I went out with girlfriends or did something that I wanted to do? It's very easy to slip into it as a woman.
So over the years, you've done several fundraisers. How have they been in terms of, first of all, raising in this space, and then your latest raiser, because you've got really big plans coming up, haven't you?
Given the nature of what we do, our raises are like pushing sick up a hill, to be honest, and they're not the normal. We can't go the normal routes that you go down in VCs and a lot.
What, you can't?
You can,
Yeah.
but you're met with, oh, it's an amazing product. If it was any other industry, we'd be straight in because the figures are great, but we can't be seen to be investing in that area.
Oh, that's surprising me, actually.
So there's a lot of that. So when we've done our raises, we've done them on Crowdcube and Seeders, because we've got a massive community. So when we first decided to do a raise, and because of the women's side and the female members side, we wanted everyone to feel part of it, so that if a girl that could only put a tenner in, could do it.
Yeah.
Rather than, I said, what we don't want is sort of 5 city boys just swinging away, saying they own Killing Kittens.
Yeah.
It was no, we wanted everyone. I think we've got over 2,000 investors now because of that. So you've then got the advocacy. You've got the ambassadors out there who are basically selling it for you and wanting you to.
And it's really interesting because everyone wants to know how to make that type of fundraiser, crowdfund, community fundraise work. But you didn't have to make it work, did you? It just did work because of the product that you built.
Yeah, but that's the thing, because we had it's from day one, community has been at the core of it. And that sense of belonging and that trust, and that's it. And I think that's where other people have tried to copy it, but you just go, you can't suddenly make that up. It's 20 years of people knowing it, living it, breathing it, trusting it. And
it's built over time. It's not, this isn't it, we just did this and now this has happened. You were doing parties yourself each month. That's doing the graft.
That's the thing. I was doing the graft. Still now I'll go, but we've got an amazing events team. But I love checking in and I like going because I love speaking to members. And even on Saturday, I still had a few people coming up to me and going, "Is this your first party? Have you been to loads?" And I've been, and I always say, "Oh, I've been to a few," and start chatting, and that's it. I don't land myself in it because I want to hear it. And I want to feel the energy, and because it keeps you real, it keeps me realizing what it's about, and that's it. If you swing into a club going, "I'm the club owner," then you're not going to really know what that club's about. And ultimately, I think if you have a good community business, and your mindset needs to be that they run it's their business.
Yeah,
it's like the members to me own Killing Kittens. I don't own it. I might have founded it and the leader. But I don't make the calls. It's their setup. It's their community, and I think because of that, you give them the power.
Yeah, I love that. That's brilliant. And I think the brand is seen as very glamorous. You're obviously glamorous, but the brand's very glamorous because of the mask, the black tie events, the nature of what you do. But what's the day-to-day like for you?
I was about to say, I literally shot out of bed. I live nearly 2 hours away from here, and I've got an 10-year-old, 8-year-old and 6-year-old. So I was just looking down at my shirt there going, wow, okay, that's a bit of Weetabix. So that's, you know what I mean? I've got that. I work from home, and it's very real. It's village. It's working. It's Staines over that way. It's very working. They go to a working class church in primary school, and got some great school mums and school dad friends, and they're all like sports mad. Sport. My husband's a sportsman, so I am in tracksuits and all day, every day, every weekend is pitch side, and that's my life. So it's very different to the glamour. But even with that, I was saying this weekend, I was like, wow, the only time I get to really dress up is to go to the big KK black tie balls, which I love doing. And even though I'm not involved, it's my business, I still get that feeling of I'm dressing up and looking glam and feeling energized.
Which is a great feeling. It's a fantastic feeling.
Feeling empowered. So I go and didn't drink, drove there, drove back the 2 nights this weekend. And you just, this week, I'm like, I'm alive.
So what's coming up next? I know before we went on there, we talked about the brand Playboy, and it's essentially largely diminished, I think, isn't it?
No, Playboy's massive. I think the brand we know of Playboy with the parties is Hefner, but as a group, the Playboy group is huge and they're buying up loads of lingerie brands and actually very much they're trying to, I've been looking at the female empowerment kind of lingerie, sex toy brands and things to buy within the Playboy group. And then you've got the media side of it, the TV and everything. That's it. They're a good example of what started as parties and stood for something. And people know, have gone into a big group.
But Killing Kittens could do something similar, with perhaps a better vibe about it.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what I've always thought is actually turning Killing Kittens being a brand. And so from day one, the logo was 2Ks because I joked back then. I said one day I wanted 2Ks because one day I want to be wearing my own lingerie that has the 2Ks, the logo, and the Ks to be as recognizable as the M in McDonald's. So that's what I said 20 years ago. So in my head is we've been building all the different parts of Killing Kittens, and at the same time the Wax app, which is the online side of it all, with the digital home of KK, is you've got 2 businesses now running on different tracks.
Yeah.
And the online side is an obvious exits and stuff. And then Killing Kittens is a lifestyle brand that is now built to a point that it really stands for something that people know what it is. You've got that high-end female luxury empowerment brand to it. It could easily now be spun down the merchandise route, resort route, private club route. It's got loads of different, it's there. So that's what's exciting this year. And 20 years, and I had the 20 years in my head of when we hit 20 years, it's solid and ready to fly. So I just feel like everything's been built and now it's on the runway.
And you're going to go for a big Series A fundraise.
Yeah, next year we're gearing up to big Series A.
Do you think you'd look at VCs at that point?
Yeah, I would have to.
Yeah,
because you can only do a certain amount on crowd and through our members and stuff, but we're now ready and you've got the product and the Killing Kittens with the cruise side of it and the resort takeovers. It's there in the same way the Wax app and all the digital, the platform's all been built, the technology's been built. It's £2 million worth of tech, but it's been built now, so it's all done and ready. So it should, and the figures are there, so it's now getting.
I would think you'd have people lining up to,
hopefully banging the door down.
Brilliant. So before we wrap up, what's the one piece of advice, 1 or 2 or 3 pieces of advice you'd give to other women, both female entrepreneurs, but also women thinking about themselves, how they're feeling, intimacy, sexuality?
Back yourself and be unapologetically selfish, and use that selfish word, which I don't think as women, it sounds awful. You're a horrible person if you're selfish, but you're not.
Yeah.
You're looking after yourself. And there's that analogy, isn't it, when you're on an airplane and the mask, the oxygen mask, and they say put yours on first. So that's one thing, is are you putting your mask on, or are you putting it on everyone around you and then hoping that you feel better by watching everyone else get oxygen? It doesn't work.
And do you think a lot of women do the latter, put it on everyone around them?
Exactly. And then they're like, oh, everyone else is fine and I've got a partner now and I've got that, and I'm still not feeling happy. So you've got to be selfish on that part. And the entrepreneur side of thing, it's a long game. There's reports out in the last week that actually most of the successful entrepreneurs, the wealthy one, are in their 50s now. So it's a continuous, so if you're in your 30s, 40s, you got to keep going.